welcome to Dreamcatcher Radio. We are about to interview an amazing guy, Mr. Roger Smith. Now, Roger is involved with the Hounslow Borough Respiratory Support Group. Bit of a long name, but it's a very, very, very interesting group as well. So, welcome, Roger, to Dreamcatcher Radio.
Thank you, Steve.
You're very, very welcome. Roger, tell us a bit about this, because obviously, Respiratory Support Group is obviously something people are going, that sounds interesting. Tell us a bit about it. What made you actually form a group like this down in Hounslow?
Well, the idea came from a respiratory nurse back in 2014. And she wrote to a few people that she knew who had got respiratory conditions, said, I think it'd be a good idea if you got together and helped each other. And she arranged for us to meet in the early hours of the day in a pub.
Always a good place.
Not exactly the right kind of venue for a group about, a health group, but there we go. And there was about 20 of us met in the first days. Then a few months later, it got dwindled and fewer people. And then in November of that year, we decided to form a group.
That's it.
And we've been going ever since, really.
I mean, 20 is a really good number to get for your first meeting. That's a really good number.
It was a good number, yeah. It was a very good number.
What were people expecting when they came along? I mean, how was it presented to them?
It just said, the invitation just said, come along and chat to fellow patients.
Yeah.
And that was it. And, and you can make up and talk about whatever you like, really.
Yeah.
Of course.
So it was basically a chat group for people to get together.
Yeah.
So there was no actual agenda and this is what we're trying to achieve. And it just happened. People got together and started talking and sharing their experiences. Yeah. So,
we all started moaning about GPs and the way we were treated, but everybody does, don't they?
Yeah.
There's nothing new in that.
Yeah.
And then after a few, as I say, come the November, we decided to, form a group.
Mm-hmm.
By that time, there was only 10 of us around. And we've been going ever since. And then over the years, since 2014, we've gradually built the membership up, using various methods. And we've got closer ties with the NHS.
Yeah.
Built up closer ties with the council as well.
Mm.
And, we've got nearly 200 people now.
Wow. That's really good.
So, but it's only the tip of the iceberg, really.
Yeah.
There's 30,000 people in the borough with a respiratory condition. So,
Wow.
There's still a long, long way to go.
And is that work related, or is it just?
Well, it could be work related. The NHS will tell you if you go to a GP because you're getting short of breath, they say, "Did you smoke?"
Yeah,
and of course, that's the first option.
Yeah,
but we've had members who never smoked in their life and have got respiratory problems. And there's now arguments that occupations such as like roofers, road workers, where you're digging up the roads and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Gardeners with insecticides and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So the kind of, as the NHS gets more and more research done, they find more and more purposeful reasons for people to get respiratory conditions,
Yeah, because it's quite industrious, Hounslow, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We got a lot of business in Hounslow, yeah. And of course, we're not that far from the airport as well.
That's a very interesting thought, because, my understanding is Heathrow Airport, when the planes are coming in, whatever fuel they got left, they drop it out, the kerosene out, don't they, into the atmosphere. So is there any connection to that at all?
Some people think it's connected, others don't.
Yeah.
The argument they say is that if they drop it from X thousand feet above ground, by the time it hits the ground, it has no effect.
Yeah, yeah.
Others say, no, that's baloney.
Yeah.
That's just ego speak.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're going to get conspiracy theories as well. But I mean, the point is, you've actually got people who have now got respiratory diseases, regardless of where it's come from. And so, a group of people got together back in 2014 to say, look, let's see what we can do to help each other out. So since then, I mean, it's very interesting because you were saying about, the doctors and everybody else are now starting to be a bit more aware of it. What kind of support are you getting from the NHS for your group?
Monetary wise, nothing, but that's not bad. What we are getting from them is we were getting referrals, so they are telling patients when they come in to actually join us and be part of what we call our respiratory family.
Yeah,
and so they're pushing more people into us. So we got a growth. Always going to be growth, and we just want them to, refer even more people.
Yeah, I mean it's a brilliant scheme, and it sounds really, really good. But I mean, so obviously because you've started, and the basis of it was to support each other. Have you done any kind of lobbying to professors and consultants and all that to say, look, are you looking into this and the cause of it?
Yes, but not in a huge way, because we know that there is still a lot of research being done, and there's a bit of a move, as you probably could think about. There's a move to people being remotely monitored. So therefore, there's things like wearables, which people can have in their homes and that sort of thing, and on their person. So they can be gauged and their condition managed from wherever they live at home.
Wow. Yeah.
So, the more we move on to that kind of thing, probably it may lead to a little bit less pressure on the NHS, but who knows?
Yeah. I mean,
they made some tremendous advances in diagnostics.
Yeah.
So, more and more people are getting diagnosed every day.
Yeah, absolutely. And because we're becoming more and more aware of it, and obviously, you're helping with that since 2014, the awareness of it. I mean, it's very interesting, because I'm a retired nurse and I have worked on respiratory wards. And the thing is that, the idea behind it, because everybody comes up with these, the NHS doesn't care anymore and they just want to get us out as quickly as they can. I think what you're just saying there, with the mechanical stuff as well, is because they want people to be in their own environment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I completely get that. So when people are in their own environment and they've got all the gizmos and gadgets on, and I mean they've got them for hearts and kidneys, you name it, they've got it for everything now. What kind of support and backup are you getting? I mean, you mentioned the respiratory nurse. Do they monitor things as well and do regular visits?
Yeah. If you're like me, you're on oxygen therapy, then I get a visit about every 2 months, and they come along and do little bits of tests, and they check how much oxygen's in my blood and that sort of thing, and the usual, take your blood pressure, take your weight, that sort of thing. Yeah. I mean, at least they're doing it at your home and they're coming to you, rather than you having to go out.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, currently with this warm weather, it's not conducive for us to go out.
No, I can imagine.
Because on the other hand, if it's raining, it's not conducive for us to go out.
Yeah. I see that,
Bringing it into the community and bringing it into people's homes, it's got to be much, much more beneficial.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I find that extremely interesting, and obviously, it seems like everything's working. It seems to be working, and obviously, there's more research and everything going on. So, what is the actual aim for the group? For people who, because obviously people will know they've got some kind of issue, and then they go and get it diagnosed, and then all of a sudden the world collapses, and they think, is that how you see your role as a group, that you could support them and talk about, So what kind of events do you do?
Well, we organise exercise classes, which we run every week for people. currently we've got aquafit classes as well, which we run every week. And we like to promote the social side of it a lot, because a lot of people, when you haven't got much energy because of your condition, you're less likely to go out. So we put on things and try and encourage people to come out and join in with everybody else and have a chat, we put on things like an afternoon tea event.
Yeah.
To get people out and just chatting to each other and meeting people. Because it's not, it's not just their physical conditions, it's also their mental conditions.
Absolutely, yeah. That's why I was asking the question, because obviously,
if
you feel, I dread to think what it would have felt like during COVID if you had that condition. You would have felt completely isolated. But the idea of having people and the social interaction is really, really good, and you can just, as you say, just making contact with somebody else is a really great idea. So, where do you meet? Whereabouts do you meet?
We meet more or less centrally in Hounslow, in Isleworth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
our exercise classes are across the borough at different venues. So, hopefully they're not too far for anybody to travel.
Yeah. That sounds really good. So, how do you fund the charity?
We have a membership fee, which people pay every year, and the people make contributions towards the cost of whatever we put on. And we're not here to make a profit, so all we need to do is break even.
Yeah.
Which is what we've managed to do.
Yeah. So the basis is on the awareness more than anything.
Yeah,
so what kind of events have you had? What kind of fundraising?
Yeah, obviously, we don't want to charge too much, because we know people are on low incomes and on benefit and things.
Yeah. No, I see that. So what kind of fundraising events have you done in the past?
We regularly go out doing outreach, and then therefore we always take our fundraising bucket with us.
Yeah.
And occasionally people are generous. We have applied for grants occasionally to help us out. But that's becoming more and more difficult as the days go by.
Yeah.
Because there's very many charities out there desperate for money and not much money around.
Yeah.
So, you've got to be very lucky. But we're okay financially.
Yeah.
We built up some reserves, so we got, if there's ever a bad day, we can cover it.
Yeah. So do you get any support or sponsorship from any groups, any businesses or anything like that?
Not yet, we don't, but we're always willing to have it.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to put some money in our bank account, that is very well received.
Yeah. Yeah, because you've got some really big companies around there as well, haven't you? So that would be really good if we could, encourage them to be a part of, supporting people in the local community.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Yeah, and you've got an event coming up very soon as well, haven't you?
Yeah, we have in September. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about that.
Fundraiser that we're trying to sell tickets for.
Yeah. Well,
very generous tickets.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about that then. What's going to be happening?
Well, we're holding it at the Indian Gymkhana in Isleworth on Saturday the 12th of September. And we got pre-dinner drinks and nibbles, followed by a 3-course meal. And we got a couple of singers coming along. Dan Chitty is one, and Amity Miller is the other. Yeah. And they're going to be performing afterwards, all for the price of £30 a ticket, which we think is rather generous.
For a 3-course meal and entertainment, that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. We think it's very good. Yeah, and we're trying to raise some money so that we can kickstart another project that we want to do, which we're calling Cyprus, which stands for Children's and Young Persons Respiratory Support. We realised from working with the local hospital that there are over 10,000 attendances at A&E for children.
Wow.
That have got respiratory conditions. So we're launching this project aimed at families, so that we can bring families together, and hopefully the families will support each other. And we'll try and get some guest speakers to come along and organise a meeting and give a talk. Occasionally. So
that sounds really good.
We just need we just need some money to kickstart the project, really.
That sounds really, really good. So, do you get any support from the NHS? Do they come along and support any events?
They do. They provide speakers when we ask them to. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, they've been pretty good. We've had some really good speakers come along from all different parts of the NHS, and we've had some good ones from the council as well. Because if you think what affects health, practically anything you do, your whole day-to-day existence is health. From walking down the street to getting on your mobility scooter. It's the state of the pavements, roads. Shops,
of course.
Shops. It all affects your health.
Absolutely. And if you're trying to, mobility is a big issue, obviously, isn't it? And then obviously if the council aren't assisting with that, then it creates issues for somebody who just wants to go and do a little bit of shopping, doesn't it? So yeah. Oh well, that's really good, and I'm very pleased to say that we're going to be a part of that as well as Dreamcatcher Radio, and we're really looking forward to being a part of that. How can people find?
We're very happy to have you on board.
Oh no, we're more than happy. But tell us, how can people have a look at the information about the charity, and B, how can they find out more about the
event? They can certainly have a look at our website.
And what do you know the address?
www.hbrsg.org.
HBRSG. Right, let me just make a note of that.
Yep, it's the initials of the
title. .org. And do you use any social media?
Yeah, we're on Facebook. We're on LinkedIn.
Cool.
As well.
So there's information there for people as well, which is good. They can go and check that out as well.
Yeah. And we're also on Nextdoor as well.
Yeah. Oh, Nextdoor is really good, actually. Yeah, I use that up here in the Northwest. It's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that sounds really good. So, and how can you find out information about the event?
It's all on our website.
It's on the website already?
It's on the website.
Very proactive. I like that.
Yeah. Well, just follow us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, just by following, people might just come across something on a page and they can, there might be somebody that they're concerned about. They'll see it and then, I don't know, they might be able to contact you and say, look, I'm concerned about, my dad or my mum or whoever. Which is what you aim to do from 2014.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's really, really good.
Actually, Steve, we were at an event yesterday and we signed up 2 new members from that.
Oh, brilliant. That's really good.
So,
it's the awareness thing, isn't it? It's the awareness and the physically being seen doing something as well.
Yeah.
So, well, I wish you the very best of luck, Roger. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the interview. I'm not quite sure when this is going to go out, but yeah, we'll certainly get people to focus on that as well. I do know that the event is actually on our website as well, which is www.dreamcatcherradio.co.uk. So if people want more information on that as well. But yeah, if we can get as many people down there to support it as possible, that would be brilliant. Especially since, I mean, when you've got children involved, everybody suddenly goes, oh, I need to do something. You know what I mean? So yeah, and that would be great if they do. So, but Sam, thank you, Roger, thank you so much for your time, and the very best of luck for the event, and I'm looking forward to meeting you again.
Okay, thanks, Stephen.
All right, you take care. Look after yourself.
Get cool, man. Get
All
cool.
Right, you too. Cheers.
Cheers now. Bye.